Okay, doing a quick post-run video, give you guys a look what's under the hood, what mods have been done to my ToyRX-4. Haven't even cleaned it yet, literally just got home from a trail run. See, these are the Chinese beadlocks. They were $28 for a set of 4 with these Super Swamper Rocks tire, spelled horribly. They did surprisingly well on the trail. This switch I've got mounted to my frame right here is for my redneck light bar. Now this is part of a Harbor Freight light switch. It's a little light switch that has AA batteries in it. You flip on the switch and you stick it up in light closets and stuff. This is one of the lights out of it, and it is extremely bright. The way my headlights and marker lights are lit to look more scale, same with my tail lights, is I have just left the body clear behind the stickers and hot glued LED lights to them. I'm still running stock shocks, stock drivetrain. Everything is stock now, including the steering servo, which is held up like a champ. I've had no problems with it. I'm just careful about not stopping with the servo trying to center. That's, according to Traxxas, what burns them out is when they are held where they're trying to center. You hear the sound? That can actually cause the servo to burn out, according to Traxxas. And I know a lot of you guys have been having issues with stock servos. Luckily, so far I haven't. I tried a different Metal Gear servo with the same specs, and I didn't like how noisy it was, that it was twitchy when using the TSM. It was a $7 servo, and you get what you pay for. It will work in a pinch, but it does not work well. Show you guys how I mounted my Proline Hilux body. Actually, very different than stock. I had to clearance my bed for my shock towers to come up through, and then I used a pair of Traxxas suspension pins through the shock tower, or through the body mount, where the screw holes for the extended body mounts go. And they actually are, the front of the toolbox is drilled for them to protrude through, so it holds down the front of the bed rather nicely. At first I tried mounting the bed and cab together, but I didn't like how floppy it was and how it rattled, so I just did I reinforced the bottom of the bed with drywall tape and shoe goo. Just used a Y-plug and a piece of servo extension to plug in the lighting. This is my steel bumper. It's fairly solid, you know, freaking. It's probably 3/8 inch thick steel. Solid steel mounts with a couple of holes drilled in them for different positions. Made to look like a steel, or a stock, or not a stock, but a scale bumper. I still have massive pieces of flora wrapped up through my drivetrain from the trail run. That was a good size branch to be tied up in my suspension. Okay, this is the second body mount that came with the TRX-4 for running different bodies. I actually mounted it to the rear cross member just by drilling it and threading in a 4mm screw. These are battery hold down posts for a Traxxas Slash. Come on, focus. focus. There we go. I just drilled and threaded those into that mount. Works great for holding down the bed. I mounted some clear plastic. This is just over the piece that I bolted to the back of the cab after I cut out too much of the cab to mount it this way without doing something else drastically different, in case I want to do it honcho style and build a separate bed. I'll peel that tape off and actually paint the plastic there to match the body. But I took parts of the body that was cut away where it was vacuum formed and put a pair of Traxxas / front body mounts drilled and mounted to my bottom tray there. And then just the stock mounts. I believe they may even be in the stock location. Unplug my lights in my lid here. As you can see, you see how my lighting is done in the hole that was in the back of the cab. This battery pack right here with 3 AAAs, this just goes to wire that's run up to this switch and to my light bar. Running a 4600 kV Castle censored Sidewinder 1406 series motor. Standard or Castle SV or Sidewinder 3 speed controller. As you can see, all of my stock servos have survived so far. There's my Y plugs going to my lighting. I've got it plugged into channel 1 and 2 because on the Rover or the Discovery body, I actually have functional turn signals, brake lights, backup lights, and stuff. I'm gonna head unplug this and power down my receiver. For the last part of my last video where this thing was actually laying rubber on pavement, this is the battery I was running. It is a 5000 milliamp 2S LiPo. This was a $5 score at a thrift store. It had no plug. A friend of mine actually sent me that plug, so I am $5 into this battery. It's $12 so far total. He spent $7 to order it and have it shipped, and I appreciate that very much because now I have the ability to balance charge it. But yeah, that's... Oh, I lied in my video. I forgot I have in my front steel bumper, I said this thing wasn't weighted. I forgot. I have 5 1/4 ounce weights stuck in the rear of my front bumper. Other than that, there is no weighting on this thing, or no extra weights. To mount the Toyota body, as I was saying on the body mounts, I did modify those. I also used longer screws and washers to raise my rock sliders. They are actually probably about 1 washer higher than my I don't know what you call those, but anyway, got the rock rail slightly higher than those, and then the frame rails are sticking out below that. I did that for 2 reasons. One is I couldn't mount that Toyota body down any further and still have the tire clearance I wanted in the front. The other reason why is if you've ever looked at a Toyota pickup, they always have the skid plate for the transfer case hanging below the frame rails, which hang below the level of the cab floor. So I did that, just thought it looked more scale. These tires here, you know, I don't think they have enough siping to really do very well on the rocks, but man, they did great in the dirt. But, you know, that's just a quick little video of what I have done to my TRX-4. Most of what I've done is just reprogramming, activate the TSM, which I showed a video, or I posted a video a while back on how to do that. And I'm always playing with reversing the channels on my lockers. So far I've done it where I have in my center position on the switch, I have both locked, and then that would lock the front, or the rear, that would lock the front. And I've also had it where rear is locked, both are locked, and then front only is locked. Like I said, there's video on my channel about that. So, you know, hope you guys like my videos. Open to any feedback in the comments. I do read all the comments. If there's anything you'd like to see a video of, go ahead and post that in the comments. Please like and share my videos. Share my page. You know, help me make this thing big, you know. You guys have been great so far. I've managed to get 1,200 plus views in the 2 weeks that I have been posting YouTube videos. So you guys have shown great support. You know, keep it up. You know, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. You know, give me a thumbs up on this video if you would. You know, subscribe to my channel. You know, you don't have to watch everything I post, but, you know, hit the bell button, stay notified, subscribe to my channel, and, you know, if I post something you like, you know, that's amazing. You know, that's why I post, and you guys get out there, learn from my mistakes, see what I do that works, go have some fun.